Welcome to PUBG How, where I show you how to play PUBG, what's new, and any news. If you like this channel, it survives on your likes, share, and subscription. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome to another video. I haven't posted one for a while, so I've just been having issues downloading the PUBG beta. I've tried about 150 times and finally I have. Just showing the video here that what's new. The Arctic mode is going to be new in the new one, and as you can probably guess with any of the new stuff, there's nothing new. That's by the way, the settings I'm running on, and the Ultra HD never comes. It's basically to the maximum ability of the game that I'm running, although you will notice it's a bit choppy because my iPad isn't up to scratch to run it, I guess, at the full specs. It's the iPad Pro 10.5 inch that I'm using to record this, and you'll see with the recording that it takes really long for the game to kick in if you've chosen to play in a squad. And the reason for that, I think, is just not as many people know about the beta or can't be bothered with the beta. But looking at the beta, it's pretty well structured. Like, it's not that buggy that you can't even play a game. I've been playing the game and using everything on it. It's fine. Season 12 is there, everything, my friends list. However, you can't use the same profile as I've shown in the previous videos. You can't use the same profile that you use in normal PUBG Mobile or PUBG onto PUBG Mobile Beta or Beta PUBG Mobile. You can't use any of the clothing items and things like that. None of the websites really load. Yeah. And basically now we're just playing some waiting game. As you can see, I've been waiting for a while now, over 4 or 5 minutes, and it's saying to me it was estimating that the time would be around 2 minutes, 3 minutes time at tops. So yeah, so far it looks really good. It's got this new wallpaper in the lobby as well, where if you look at it, it's got the wind blowing in the background. Now, just letting you guys know as well, I'll be doing another video where I'll be not speeding the whole process up, and I'll just be leaving it as it is, and my commentary would be a lot less as well in that video. If you guys want a full uncut version of it, then I would suggest watching that and seeing how you go with that. So what I had to do is like go into the game and do a squad mode, but actually take out auto matching. So no auto matching, so I'll be playing alone. So these are the new things, by the way, in it as well. So you can have like your temperature drops and things like that, and the more temperature your body temperature drops, the quicker your health goes. On the side, it's a bit like the zombie mode if you guys have played it. So on the side you have the duration of the cold, when it'll come and how long it'll last for, next to the zone information. So basically that's what you need to know. And you've got a lighter that's only for this. You've got heat packs. I found the heat packs to be the most useful. You can use a drone to look around, your snowboard. You can kill animals as well, such as chickens, just chicken, not animals, and cook them, and they give you warmth as well when the blizzard comes. Okay, so just jumping out of the plane now. And I normally do this, like when I go somewhere, I'd normally just jump out to the first closest location. I found that nobody really jumps there, and if they jump, they're in the same boat as you. Quickly go get a gun, shoot them. Otherwise, by the time you've gotten most of the loot, the plane just makes it out of the map, and then the circle loads. And most of the time I found that I'm still in the circle, and in the odd occasion that I'm not, then I loot and just move on. Like for example, this time I wasn't, so I had to move on. So looking at things, so those are the heat packs that I was talking about. I'm also checking whether it's actually recording, because I'm a bit paranoid about that. There's branches as well, and I've also noticed that your bag holds a lot more in Arctic mode than a normal mode. So even I've got like a normal level 1 backpack. I've got quite a bit in there. So I'm taking the branches, and unbeknownst to me, the branches are completely useless. I found them to be useless. You need to find a fireplace to put them in, run the fire. They don't do anything, and you just got to stick around there. Whereas the heat pack, you can put one on, last for 30 seconds, and you can just keep going. I had plenty of them. I just chucked them on for the whole duration of the blizzard at the start. That's the most useful way I thought to use it, because I was using one, then it ran out, then use another one, then ran out, you know. Instead of that, I'll look at the time. So if it was like, let's say 2 minutes of blizzard period, and one heat pack gives you 30 seconds, that's 4 heat packs. I'd just slap 4 on and just get on with it, you know. And you can go out with the heat pack as well, so you don't need to stay inside to be able to basically survive. You can go outside as well. So you've got the snowboard as well in this. You can use the snowboard anytime, which was really surprising for me. And you can look at the graphics as well, because I normally don't have the graphics up at all. I've got it down to smooth, and I have the frame rates right up, because that's what's most important to me. But just for the video, I thought I'd bump it up so you guys can have a look at how good it looks. It's obviously not as good as the console version, but look at the shadows, how they move and fall on the wall and things like that, which is really good. I was really impressed by that. And that's just running on a really old iPad. I think my iPad Pro 10.5 inch that I'm using is 2017, I think, not the 2018 one. They didn't do one in 2019. I'm really looking forward to the 2020 iPad. Anyways, it's got that heater as well, which is like a lantern you hold on. It's a portable heater. You can turn that on during blizzard as well. But personally, I would go with the heat packs. I would just pick them up and not worry about the rest of the items that are exclusive to this map. Now, I don't know how many. It looks pretty finished. If you guys have looked through my videos, there's an alpha mode TDM as well, where it never came to surpass. I've played that when version 16 was out. Now we're at version then you had version 16.5, 17, and now we're looking at, I think this is going to be 17.5 beta. Anyway, so I'm taking the car, going out. I normally don't bother with any firing happening, but in this time there was some firing happening, so I just pulled over and just yeah. Normally I'd just take him out and drive off, but because I didn't have anything, and that was my mistake, somebody just took me out. So what I was also expecting is not so many people being on the beta version, and normally there isn't. You hardly come across anyone on beta, and everyone's just a bot and a bot and a bot, which can get boring. Now, this is my second run, by the way. If you can look, there's a different thing the guy does. He just like moves around and stuff when you're doing that. Okay, just this time I'm jumping to the castle. I normally jump to the castle a lot as well, just because it's really, I feel like it. I really like it. I've gotten to know the castle really well, and thereabouts and how it works. So I normally jump here. There's nobody here, and if they are, just go for a gun, take him out, and hopefully they wouldn't be that good to take you out. Now, you've got these really cool packs that have a lot of things in them. Try and get to them, because they have a drone, which is exclusive to this mode and map as well. Not to this map, because you can have this in classic and it doesn't have a drone. But if you play it in this Evo Grounds mode, then it's really cool. And you'll see at the end of this video how the drone came in real useful for me. I also had a few problems. I had a really good game previous to this game, but for some reason the iPad didn't record the game at all, and I was quite upset because I really had a good go at the drone and used the drone for a few things. Anyways, so I think I've got whatever I need from this place, and there's only 5 minutes left. Now there's some gunfire, as you can hear, so I'm just gonna go check it out really quickly. Sounds like a real person, and he's just taking him out. So this is a really good time, and a good tip for noobs as well. If you hear someone taking somebody out, you see them take him out, engage them, because they've obviously taken some damage trying to take the other person out, and when you attack them, you can kill them really quickly. However, on the flip side, when you kill someone, people can hear you, you've taken damage, don't loot the guy, leave the guy, even as bait for somebody else to come and loot him. Go hide somewhere, heal yourself, have a look around that nobody's come through to try and kill you. So don't do what this guy did, kill him and go loot. I know a few of my friends and people I play with that do that, and it's really annoying when people do that, just run and try and loot and just get themselves killed. But I've got a really good friend who plays, who's really, like, he doesn't loot if you kill the person. He's courteous and he gives you a lot of items as well, and that's what squad and duo modes are about. They're about teamwork. So if you can't do teamwork, probably play solo. I hate people who play squad and then just jump by themselves and then die within the first 5 minutes and leave your squad a lot weaker. I do appreciate that there are really good players that jump by themselves and kill a lot of people and then come and join up the squad later on, and that's fine. As long as towards the end, when there's just 2 teams left, it's not just you out of your squad going up against a really good team that has really good teamwork and work ethic, and just get yourself killed, because I hate that when that happens, when you get to the end of the game and just die. Now if you look at the map, there's fires happening. I do appreciate I just jumped from there because the recording had stopped, but there's fires on the spots. They're showing where the bins are, where you can put the branches and light up a fire. So I'm gonna go to one now. I've got a chicken here, by the way, just to kill it and roast it. I just wanted to try that for you guys as well, just to show you how it looked like. And by the way, on this snowboard, you can just snowboard anywhere. I'll show that. And the blizzard started, so if you look on the top right hand corner, it's going to last for about 3 minutes ish. It's 2.5 now. So this guy I wanted to take out. So this is the thing with the branch thing, you gotta sit there next to the bin and like warm yourself up, otherwise it's useless. And it's a hot spot like airdrops, everyone's gonna go there. So I rather use a heat pack and just stay around. As you can see, I got lucky as well, because I was staying around, and let's see what happens when I stay around next to the bin. But I'm not actually using the bin, I'm using a heat pack. So I can hear someone coming. Just trying not to move too much to alert, in order not to alert them that I'm here. So hopefully they're just gonna come to the bin. Yep. And the guy. Now he's got friends, so obviously I'm trying to not loot him and just go and hide and have a drink. As you can see, I took some damage. And then when I can't hear anyone, I'll loot him as well. Now, parts of this video, you'll notice that I've really sped things up. Like the chicken just is roasted there, you know, and that was just roasted before when I went near the fire. Now, what the chicken does is when it's roasted, so when it's cooked, you can have that for warmth as well. Alright, so I'm done looting this guy who had a lot of good loot, like 6x scope, this and that, rah. Okay, so I'm just going to look around the town a little bit. I'm good with my loot. I'm not a big looter. Like, I don't like looting that much. I'd rather be aware of my environment and hunt rather than just loot. There's a lot of people that just focus on loot so much, then they're not aware of somebody creeping up behind him or watching him or concerned. Or there's opposite people who do the opposite, who just jump and they're just concerned with killing, you know what I mean? There's got to be a happy ground in the middle. So when you have enough loot, don't be greedy. Just be like, yep, I've got good guns, I should be right. So anyways, that's the heater, so it provides warmth in range. That's the drone. You can use it to scout around. Heat pack and the roast. And we're off. I can hear some people here. So I saw him earlier, but I couldn't find him now. So yeah, I'm just trying to scout him out because I saw one person here earlier. And I like to normally I don't like to come to the balcony. I just like to go from the window and try and suss out who's out there. But I'll show you guys what I mean later on. Okay, so this guy obviously I'm over there, but I was there on the roof. The good thing about the roof is you can see everywhere, but the problem is if somebody sees you, they can snipe you. So that's what I'm trying to do. When I'm on the roof, I try to move around as much, not just stay in one location, because that's just asking for trouble. Somebody to just quickly snipe you and take you out. I think this guy was just a bot, so he wasn't real. I was really pleasantly surprised how the beta didn't have that many bots. Last time I tried a beta, it was just full of bots, and that was really boring. Whereas this time I came across quite a few. I've only come across real people except for that bot that I just killed. And I think the guy by the fire was a bot as well. Now I'm just hearing some shooting. So now normally what I'll do is if I've got an 8x scope, I'd stand out the back of a window, in the room, not go out, and just scope and look and shoot them from there. I wouldn't even come to the balcony. I'll be not even at the door or the window. I'll be at the back of the room using the 8x scope, because you really don't need to be standing next to the window, because if you are, it's really easy for a sniper to see. Anyways, using the snowboard there to give you guys a bit of a preview. You can just keep going there and use it to do anything. Okay, just waiting for these guys wherever they are. Not a lot of people left. There's just three more people left. And just being on the roof, and just even when you're scoped in, if you can see, I'm constantly moving left and right, so nobody can headshot me. Even though I've got a level 3 helmet, still wouldn't save me from an AWM shot, because AWMs can just take you out instantly. So now I can hear some people shooting, and I think they're over that side, so I'll just scope them out. Hopefully they're not too close that they can hear me running around. I can't hear them. That's a good sign that they probably can't hear you as well. And there they are. So I'm going to try and headshot him. I just completely messed that up, missed him. They've already obviously taken somebody out. So these guys are together. I think there's 2 of them. So I'll have another look. See, that's his partner coming now. And I've just completely missed that because I was sitting. Now, normally I don't come out here on the balcony and shoot them, because I'll go in the doorway. That way it's really hard for them to see me. I've got a 6x scope on my SLR. Couldn't get him. It was too far. And I find the normal sniper weapons are really useful when trying to take somebody out, with the exception of AWM as the bolt rifle. I don't prefer any of the other ones, M24, Kar 98. I'd rather have a gun like this one that you can load up 20 in the chamber or something. I've had a lot of luck with the Mini 14 as well. Okay, so I'm out of the zone now, and my health is going down really quickly. But I had planned that I'll be still in the zone, so I can heal up really quickly. Now, I know that from here on there's no more blizzards, and I'm gonna try and suss the guy out where he is. So here, the only problem with the drone is be somewhere where you're not gonna stand like that and they can just snipe you. I was next to a window, not a good idea. Should have been in a room. So see that guy lying next to the tree? I've spotted him, I've spotted his friend, and I'm gonna leave the drone here. Both of them are here. Gives me really good look. And the other guy is taking out a drone to come and see me as well. So I think I'm gonna use the trees and everything to see. There's a lot of trees out there, so I'm gonna use them to kind of
rush them, as they say. So I'm just rushing them now. And I'm gonna move around a lot, so I can see the guy in the grass. So he obviously isn't that good. I'm not gonna bother with him. I'm gonna go at his friend. So he's really concerned to try and save that other guy. And that's it. It's chicken dinner. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please subscribe and check out my other videos. I've put a link to a few videos as well. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day.